Hey guys, this is Samir for Digit.in and this is our review of the Samsung Gear S2 Smartwatch. Now if you're watching this review, you're probably one of those that's contemplating to purchase a smartwatch, and at Digit we've really found it difficult to recommend smartwatches because their use is still niche. We still think they're in the early days and they have a lot of ground to cover. Well, the Gear S2 does cover important grounds, leaps and bounds in one particular aspect, and we're going to kick things off with the build and design. Coming to the build and design, it's made from metal and has a leather strap which makes the Samsung Gear S2 feel more premium than the LG Watch Urbane, but it still lacks the really premium look when compared to the Apple Watch or those by Huawei and Motorola. Of course, looks are subjective and you may like it still, but to me the Gear S2 looks better in pictures than in person. It's got a toyish feel about it which gets in the way of the premiumness, even though it is made of metal and has a seamless design. Perhaps other colors will make it look better, but as far as my black variant goes, there's still some work to be done. Now coming to the best part about the Gear S2 smartwatch has to be the rotatable dial on top. The user interface of this is very intuitive, it's very natural, and it's really easy to navigate the screen using the rotatable dial on top. It's a lot more convenient than using the Apple crown which is there on the Apple Watch than using the crown that's present on the Apple Watch. And the crown was never really meant to do something like this in the traditional sense of a smartwatch or in the traditional sense of a watch. It was used to turn the hand so you could get the time right, but the rotatable dial on top of the Gear S2 is just brilliant. It helps you navigate with ease. We've been using another watch like the Pebble Time, for example, that has buttons to navigate, and this was very convenient and good if you're someone that actually wanted to see the display while navigating. Well, it just got trumped by the Gear S2's rotatable dial that can be used to navigate. Samsung has made a conscious choice to run the Gear S2 on its in-house Tizen operating system. While the OS leaves little room for questioning in terms of user interface and fluidity of operation, it leaves a big gap when it comes to app support. Considering the fact that neither Apple's watchOS nor Google's Android Wear really have a lot of truly useful apps for smartwatches, it's a big issue that Samsung will need to overcome as soon as possible. Apart from the app support though, Tizen is quite fluid on the Gear S2, and over the 2 weeks that we've used the watch, it has been a treat to use. In fact, while I never really felt the need to use a smartwatch, the Gear S2 made me want to look at my emails on the watch and reply to messages quickly from it. The alphanumeric touch keypad on the Gear S2 takes a little time to get used to, and for short messages it was quite functional. The voice-operated responses though weren't as intuitive as everything else, just like they aren't on Android Wear or the Apple Watch. A feature I really enjoyed is the fact that you can put any image on the watch face. It adds a level of personalization that really makes your watch your own. While there aren't many watch faces to choose from, the fact that I can change the watch face to Darth Vader's mask or Kylo Ren standing next to each other makes it a fun personalizable option. The 1.2-inch 360 by 360p Super AMOLED display is warm and incredibly sharp. It's so bright that I kept the watch on less than 5 on the brightness meter at most times. Now coming to the battery life, the Gear S2 can last you for about a day of usage, and that's pretty standard with what we've seen with smartwatches today, unless of course you're going for an e-ink display, which right now is available only on the Pebble Time. The Pebble Time lasts you for about 5 days, but the ease of use and the way in which the Gear S2 just performs takes it leaps and bounds ahead of the competition. Sure, you have the likes of the LG Watch Urbane and the Apple Watch, which are great, but considering their price point versus this is still a few thousand rupees cheaper. You also have the likes of the Moto 360 second generation, but that doesn't come close to what the Gear S2 can offer. Sure, it's still running on Tizen, which means the app ecosystem has a lot of room to grow, but considering the user interface, the ease of use, and the fact that the rotatable dial is the perfect form of interacting with the watch, we think the Gear S2 is a great watch for you to consider. As always, if you have questions about this smartwatch, you can ask us in the comment section below. You can like this video if you liked it. And as always, for more videos like this one, you can subscribe to the Digit YouTube channel.